If you were to ask any educator, hey, when is the best time to have a baby? I'm guessing their answer would be late spring. Why? Besides the fact that it is incredibly stressful to leave your students with a substitute for an extended amount of time in the middle of a school year, the average parental leave for U.S. educators is only 6 weeks, 8 weeks for a C-section. But a teacher only gets those 6 or 8 weeks if they have accrued enough sick days in their district. If you do not have enough sick days to take the 6 weeks, you don't get paid during that time. And if you decide you want or need to take longer than 6 weeks off, you don't get paid. So having a child in the late spring lessens an educator's chance of missing any paychecks. Another reason to hope your baby is born in late spring is so you can extend your 6-week parental leave when summer vacation starts. The additional 8 or so weeks to be with your new baby over the summer are great for bonding, even if that time comes unpaid. Now, I can't speak for every educator, but for me personally, the thought of having a baby at the wrong time for work put a lot of stress on me, physically, emotionally, mentally, and I found out quickly that it was pretty close to impossible to try to time the exact arrival of a baby. So when I finally did get pregnant, I was relieved and grateful. Our son arrived in October of 2020, and I took my 6 weeks of parental leave from my school district. But by the time mid-November rolled around, my son was only a little over a month and a half old, not sleeping through the night yet. I also didn't have daycare lined up, and to be honest, I didn't want to put him into a daycare in the middle of a pandemic. So I took 3 more weeks of unpaid time off and returned to my job mid-December. Coming back to work, I was physically and emotionally tired, but more pressingly, I was financially stressed. I would have loved more time with my newborn, but I also knew I couldn't go on not getting paid. This, unfortunately, is a common sentiment for educators. Fast forward to today, I am just now 9 months pregnant with my second child, and I'm not nearly as stressed as I was the first time around. Why? I made the decision to reevaluate my life and made a career change. Using my experience as an educator and professional development trainer, I was hired as the knowledge manager for learning and development at mmhmm. My new company not only gives me the option to work wherever I want, but also at the times that work best for me as I balance a family and my career. And the parental leave is much more generous and flexible, alleviating a lot of the emotional, physical, and financial stress that accompanies adding a child to a household. I mean, look at that. This time, I can take 16 weeks of paid time off versus 6 for my first pregnancy, and they offer a $2,500 transition stipend for when I come back to work. After 15 years in education, I am understanding that there are jobs out there that support a better work-life integration. Jobs that want to redefine and restructure not only the way we work, but also the way we are able to show up as parents. I feel very fortunate that I have found a new job that utilizes and appreciates my educator skill set and places such high value on employee and family wellness. And I'm actually looking forward to my parental leave, knowing that I won't have that extra financial stress this time around. I can just focus on the usual dirty diapers, sleepless nights, and those wonderful cuddles. So now I have to ask, if you had to list the top 3 things you would want your employer to offer you, what would they be? A better parental leave? More flexibility? The option to work from home? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments.